As you sit there, hearing these words, you might begin to notice something shifting. A thought, a feeling, a sensation. Something subtle, or maybe profound. Because the truth is, you've been waiting, haven't you? Waiting to feel. Waiting to express. Waiting to be fully alive. And you already know that change happens now. It happens the moment you decide. Or maybe it happens the moment you stop deciding and just let go. Because the more you let go, the more you can go. And the further you go, the more you can grow. You see, you used to believe that feeling joy was dangerous, that happiness was a trap, that positivity was something to be hidden. But now you begin to realise it was never the emotions that were the problem. It was the fear of losing them. And what happens when you stop fearing the natural ebb and flow of life? What happens when you stop resisting? That's right, you become free. You don't have to suppress joy anymore. You don't have to hold back laughter or excitement or passion. Because these emotions, they're not weakness, they're strengths. And every emotion, yes, even sadness, even anger, every emotion is a sign that you're fully alive. And being fully alive is power. Now I wonder if you've noticed something strange. That the more you allow yourself to feel, the more powerful you become. The more attractive you become. The more real you become. And isn't it interesting that when you were suppressing yourself, trying so hard to control everything, it actually made things harder. But now that you let go, you can breathe deeply, easily, naturally. Because there's nothing to hide from, and there never was. And you might find yourself beginning to wonder, what else is possible for you now? What happens when you fully embrace the entire range of human experience? Because when you do, something fascinating happens. People start feeling drawn to you. They see your authenticity, and they trust you more. They want to be around you. And why? Because you're real. You're not hiding anymore. And people respect that. They admire that. And as this realization sinks in, I wonder, what will you do with this new power? What happens now that you know that negativity is not a sign of failure, but a source of growth? What happens when you stop running from discomfort and instead use it? Because isn't it true that all great changes, all great breakthroughs, all great transformations, they come from challenge? And isn't it true that the people who inspire the world the most, they're the ones who fully experience it? And that's you now. That is who you're becoming right now. And I wonder, when you look back on this moment in the future, will you remember this as the moment when everything changed? Maybe. Or maybe it's already happening. Because it is, isn't it? And as you think about this, or maybe you don't think about it at all, because some things, they just happen on their own. You can begin to feel a new sense of excitement, a new sense of confidence, a new energy waking up inside you. And you might find yourself smiling effortlessly, without even trying. Because something's different now. You're free. And it only gets better from here. Isn't that right? Because as you sit here, taking in these words, you may already notice something shifting. A thought, a realization, a feeling that something's different now. Because there was a time when you believed suppressing emotions, it kept you safe. That not expressing joy, success, excitement and positivity, it was a way to avoid the pain of their absence. But what if that was never true? What if every moment of joy is not something that runs out, but something that expands? What if expressing happiness doesn't invite failure, but invites more happiness? What if the very act of feeling deeply is what makes you stronger, more human, more magnetic, more real? And isn't it fascinating how the mind can begin to open, effortlessly, naturally, as it realises the rules it once followed, they no longer apply. There was a time when you thought failure meant weakness, that experiencing negativity meant something had gone wrong. But the truth is, every emotion, good or bad, it's simply energy. And energy is meant to flow, to move, to change. The more you let it move through you, the more powerful you become. Because isn't it true? Those who are most alive are the ones who feel it all. You've lived in a world of self-imposed rules. Rules that kept you small. Rules that made you believe that you had to control everything to be safe. But control was the illusion, wasn't it? And the more you tried to hold on, the more you had to disconnect, to check out, to dissociate. But now you wake up. Now you remember. You remember what it feels like to truly live, to feel, to be. And with every breath you take, you release the rules that no longer serve you. Because the truth is, there are no rules. There never were. There's only the choice to express, to experience, to embrace all life. And here's something curious. You used to believe that speaking your truth was dangerous, that expressing yourself honestly, emotionally, could lead to rejection, laughter, pain. What happens when you realise that authenticity is magnetic? That the more you reveal your true self, the more people are drawn to you. That hiding was never safety. Hiding was isolation. And isolation is over, because now you're seen. And isn't it amazing how the more you allow yourself to be seen, the more comfortable it becomes, the more freeing it feels, the more you realise nothing was ever wrong with you. There was never anything to fix, only something to uncover, the real you. And that version of you is powerful, charismatic, unstoppable. Because when you embrace the full spectrum of emotions, you embrace the full spectrum of you. You own your joy. You own your success. You own your power. And people feel it. They don't just hear your words. They feel your energy. And they remember you for how you made them feel. As you take this in, as these words settle into the deepest part of your mind, you begin to wonder what else is possible now. What happens when you fully commit to your reality, your truth, your expression? What happens when you stop questioning your own joy and start owning it? What happens when you double down, fully immerse, and step into the most expansive, limitless, powerful version of you? You already know the answer because it's happening now, isn't it? That shift, that expansion, that freedom. And it only grows stronger. As you move forward with this new knowing, I wonder, what will you do with it? How do you express this power? Because when you think about it, or maybe when you don't think about it at all, you realise something profound. You're free. And it only gets better from here, doesn't it?